Hey, good morning everybody, day 10, and I hope you're all having a good day so far, got a good morning going, and that you accomplished a lot today. And what I want to talk about is yesterday. Yesterday we had the third mastermind, and it was pretty powerful. We had 10 people there who were creating a space where someone could feel comfortable, where no matter what they said, they weren't judged, they weren't criticized, they were accepted, and they were listened to. And that seems to be so rare in society nowadays because we have so many distractions. We got TV, we got cell phones, we got music, we got billboards, we got all of these visual stimuli, not to mention this auditory stimuli that distract us from what really matters, and that's relationships. That's people that we can connect to. And so now more than ever, I think it's really important for you and your average five, or you and your friends, to create an environment where you could talk about ideas, you could talk about problems, you could talk about, what you want to do in your future and what's holding you back from getting there. And yesterday was really powerful because the energy that was created, it was safe and it was expansive. So someone would say an idea and then we expand on that. And not only did the person who came up with that idea get more clarity, but the whole group was helped in the process. And I think that's what's really, really important to know is when you find a group like that, or when you can create that in your team or your business or your family, all relationships strengthen. Everybody gets stronger because everyone's chiming in. When one person feels left out, or one person feels like they can't open because they're gonna lose an argument, or they're gonna be criticized for it, or they're going to be, yeah, that makes sense, but we'll talk about it later, then they feel shut down. And anytime someone feels like that, they feel judged, they're not going to give you the whole truth. They're not going to give you everything that they have. And sometimes the best ideas come from those spaces. And if we don't allow someone to feel confident enough to express what's going on in their head, then we're never going to get that idea. We're never going to get that greatness out of them. And they're never going to feel comfortable to just say, you know what? Yeah, you're right. I need to unleash this. So if you have your own business, if you are a leader in your organization, if you're a coach on your team, or you're a leader on your team, understand the dynamic of being a collaborator, not a competitor. Because if you're hanging out with your friends, or you're hanging out with your business individuals or your team, and you're trying to compete with everybody, and you're trying to be right, or you're trying to prove your point, or you're trying to make someone else wrong, then that may work for that conversation, but eventually that's going to create a habit of someone not feeling like they can express themselves. And we all have our unique strengths. We all have our diverse perceptions that help clarify ideas. So that mastermind yesterday was really powerful because there was none of that. Everyone went around the circle and said something, and they expanded on what their point of view was on the subject. And because we did that, all of us were strengthened. So today, be mindful of your role in all communication. If you're sitting in a meeting today and you notice that not everyone's chiming in, say something. If you're hanging out with your friends and someone's being quiet in the corner, mention it. If you are walking down the street and happen to have a conversation with somebody, make sure you guys are speaking equally, and not one person's dominating the conversation. That's a very cool way of looking at all your interactions on a day-to-day basis. And allow people to share their greatness. Allow them to share their ideas. Allow them to expand on something that you mentioned. Because my guess is that you're going to expand your point of view, and you're going to learn a lot from that person. Because my mom always taught me, she always said something to me that always stuck with me. And that is, you can always learn something from someone. No matter who it is, no matter what demographic, how old, how successful, how not successful, you can always learn something from somebody. Because they're always doing something better than you. They may love better than you. They may be more creative than you. They may be a harder worker than you. Whatever it is, there's something that you can learn from them. So be open enough to get that. Be open enough to receive that information. And if you do, my guess is that that relationship is going to flourish, and you'll find yourself, some more information that will help you later on down the road. So thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you later.